Former President Trump is back in court in Lower Manhattan for his civil fraud trial as it enters its third week. The former president spoke before entering the courtroom today. Trump's former attorney, Michael Cohen, postponed his testimony today, saying he needed to attend to a health problem. Last month, the judge ruled Trump repeatedly committed fraud and misrepresented his own wealth by billions. The New York Attorney General is seeking $250 million in penalties. Trump denies all claims against him. So Robert Costa is joining us now with more about the trial and a few other things, too, if we can squeeze them in. So let's talk. Trump isn't required to be in court today. Why is he choosing to show up again, and what can we expect?
Good to be with both of you. Based on my conversations in recent days with Trump allies and advisors, it's evident that former President Donald Trump wants to be in the courtroom, even though this is a voluntary appearance, because he believes that this case in particular, though he's facing many legal challenges, presents a real threat to his own finances. And he wants to use the courtroom as, in a sense, part of the campaign trail as he runs for the Republican presidential nomination. We can expect him to come out and speak to those cameras multiple times throughout the day. He was on the campaign trail, but he knows that his own voters are paying attention to how he handles things in the courtroom. And this really comes down to his brand. I sat there behind Trump in the courtroom for a few days in recent weeks, watching Letitia James right there, the Attorney General of New York. And for Trump, a $250 million fine potentially is on the line if his businesses are found liable for that scope of fraud. And he wants to protect his brand as he also works to protect his political brand.
So, as you know, Bob, yesterday a federal judge issued a partial gag order on the former president in that election interference case. How will this impact his campaign?
So far, it's has had a limited impact because Trump is still able to use his ability to have speech, political speech, to weigh in on the ongoing federal case, a different case against him on the records and on his conduct on January 6th, both of those investigations being led by special counsel Jack Smith. The judge in that case, Judge Chutkan, said that in the January 6th matter, that Trump should not be able to attack the judge, to be able to attack prosecutors in a personal way, but that hasn't hampered him in any way from being able to speak broadly about the case and make criticisms about the case. But this is Chutkan laying down the line and saying that she wants it to be at least contained a bit in terms of his incendiary words.
So before we let you go, got to ask you about the race for Speaker of the House. At noon, House Republicans are going to attempt to elect a new Speaker for the second time. Jim Jordan is the one who is standing in the hot seat. He's been working feverishly, though, to convince enough Republicans to vote for him. Where do things stand?
I was at the Capitol last night in the basement, the windowless basement of the Capitol, as the House Republicans huddled to try to figure out, can Jim Jordan get there and win the Speaker's gavel today at the expected early afternoon gathering on the House floor to have this vote. At this point, though, Jordan is still short of votes. Based on my reporting for CBS News, he's about 10 to 20 votes away. He's been trying to close that gap over the last 24 hours, but it could be a scramble on the floor to get to that necessary threshold to become Speaker of the House, which is 217 votes.
All right. Robert Costa for us in Washington, where I know you'll be watching all the proceedings today. Bob, thank you so much.
Thank you.